527, ready for departure.
Chinese Air Force not seen any war.
Even those 36, if you use them in air-to-air combat, simply carrying about 6 missiles each, those 30 meteors are almost assured kills of Chinese aircraft. There's no if or but about it.
India's first 5 Rafale fighter jets, 3 single-seat and 2 twin-seat, finally tore into its skies and landed at the Ambala Air Force Station on July 29th after a 7,000-kilometer flight from France. Dubbed as a game changer, the 36 Rafale fighter jets will introduce new capabilities in the Indian Air Force's fighter fleet that will be unrivaled in the region.
Rafale is an omni-role fighter. Omni-role means it's got a large number of roles: air security, air interdiction. It has got maritime role. It has a close air support, deep strike. It can do a large number of roles.
Even those 5 planes will force the Chinese to think very hard.
With state-of-the-art weapon systems in place, the Rafale fighter jets is expected to further increase India's strength and strategic depth in the region.
The Rafale has been operational flying for the last nearly 20 years. It has participated in 5 wars, whether it's Syria, whether it's Libya, whether it's Iraq, whether it's Afghanistan, a large number of Mali. These are the 5 places it has been war. So aircraft is war tested.
Inducted in the number 17 Golden Arrow Squadron, the Rafale fighter jets is now the Indian Air Force's most advanced aircraft. With a combat range of 3,700 kilometers, top speed of 2,223 kilometers per hour, and load carrying capacity of 9,500 kgs, the Rafale jets come armed with a deadly weapons package, advanced avionics, radars and electronic warfare systems.
So the first thing is going to be the range. If you remember, when they took off from Mérignac in France, their first landing spot was Abu Dhabi, which is almost about 7,000 kilometers away from Paris, at least somewhere between 5 to 7,000 kilometers away. So that is a very important thing. That's the range of the aircraft, number 1. Number 2 is the electronic warfare that these planes can carry out, because remember, Western electronic warfare is way ahead. It has traditionally, at least at some point since the mid 70s to the 80s, it's been way ahead of Chinese or Russian electronic warfare. So in terms of what it can do is basically it can collect data from a lot of different things, not just the radar. So there's a whole host of electronic features that make it far superior, including the ability, process different kinds of information. It'll actually process its scans of the ground, scans of the air, and fuse it together for you and reduce your workload.
Look at the aircraft. It has an ISA radar. ISA radar are the most modern radars in the world, and in our subcontinent, whether it's China, Pakistan, nobody has the kind of ISA that is going to come with it. It has an IRST, infrared search and track. That means you can keep the radar off, and IRST will be able to track a target at a very long distance, so you can make a silent attack on that aircraft, IRST. Again, the kind of IRST it brings, nobody in the region has. Engines, 2 very, very reliable engines. They have been, wherever they have been flying in the past, their reliability is extremely high compared to mostly the Russian engines, which are with China, also with us, large number of Russian engines. So aircraft is a modern aircraft with all these major systems, which are absolutely state of the art. They call it 4.5 generation aircraft.
Most famous of the weapon systems that the Rafale boasts of are the Meteor missiles. They are air-to-air missiles that work beyond visual range.
More important, if you Google a Meteor missile, you'll see that unlike any other missile, it has an like fighter aircraft, it's got these two air intakes on either side. And that makes it an air breathing missile. What it can do is it can, like, long distance runners, they will, it's like diving with an oxygen tank where you've got a limited supply of air, which is what normal missiles do, or doing a marathon where you can control your breathing and make it the entire 24 kilometers or whatever that you need to. So when this missile, it basically, because it breathes air, it can control the sort of air intake. At the end, when it's actually engaging the enemy aircraft, it can maneuver like crazy.
Clearly, this means that the Rafale fighter jets can fly faster, fly longer, and maneuver more than any other missile, giving India an edge over China's J-20 fighter jets.
J-20 is an overhyped, aircraft, hyped by the government-controlled media in China. Why, I tell you? First, there are just a handful of J-20s which have been handed over to the Chinese Air Force, called the PLAF, People's Liberation Army Air Force. A handful because the aircraft is still under development. But the Chinese way of looking at it is scare the whole world by telling them that, oh, we have this, we have got that. If you look at that aircraft, it has got canard. It's claimed to be stealthy fifth generation aircraft. But as a test pilot, I must tell you, when you look at the whole body shape of the aircraft, it is far from stealth.
Signals management, the Chinese are extremely poor. Okay, both in terms of their electronic detection and in terms of their two-way, you can block. One of the most difficult technologies about stealth is you can see outside like a one-way mirror. You can see outside, but they can't see inside. Right?
Yes.
A frequency selective radome in that sense. It only allows the frequency of your radar to get through, but it doesn't allow other frequencies to come through. This is very difficult technology.
What about Pakistan? Does having Rafale give us an edge over the Pakistan Air Force?
Actually, time has come for India to stop even discussing Pakistan. So, considering their debt state, considering that their economy is not good enough to support any sizable, we for the moment are concentrating and should concentrate at China, which is a bigger threat. And if we can handle China, then Pakistan is a relatively smaller thing for us.
Pakistanis don't like the fact that we have the Rafale because they accept that it's an extremely good plane that can do a heck of a lot of damage to them. On the other hand, they want us to buy more Rafales because they think it'll bankrupt us, which is the best thing that can happen to them. So, it's a double-edged sword.
While the jets will take time to be properly integrated into the war-fighting machinery, they will certainly be a force to reckon with when they are fully operational.
We wish the squadron well. We wish them safe flying. We wish them great shooting. We wish them great success. And may the fleet quickly stabilize in India and become a powerful weapon platform for the Indian Air Force, the Indian Armed Forces, and the nation as a whole.